you are right.
Okay, so let us start with now. Yesterday already we have discussed about the there is the components in ADF. Okay, so we should suppose to start the practical now. So before that, let us just I'll brush it up once more, and then we'll start up. Okay, the Azure Data Factory. Azure Data Factory. Okay, so what is Azure Data Factory? This is a service provided by the Microsoft. Okay, this is a service provided by the Microsoft. This is the service provided by the Microsoft to perform the job of that is nothing but ETL, that is extraction, transformation, and loading. Whereas this extraction and transformation and loading, ETL stands for what? Extraction, transformation, and loading. So as we know, extraction, transformation, and loading. Extraction, transformation, and loading requires following. What is that? It requires the source, and then it requires what is that? The target. So between the source and the target, we perform the job of ETL. Am I right, guys? Everyone? Yes. So
Yeah.
between the source and the target, we perform the job of ETL. So whereas the Azure Data Factory is used whenever you want to perform that is nothing but extraction, transformation, and loading between on-prem to, yes guys, on-prem to, what is it? On-prem means on-premises. On-premises to cloud. Yeah, tell me, ma. Somebody want to say something? On-premises to cloud, and cloud to on-prem. Cloud to on-prem, and between clouds. From one cloud to another cloud. Whenever you want the data, we can use it. So in these three scenarios, we can use it. Okay. On-prem to cloud, cloud to on-prem, and as well as between the clouds, it is used. Okay. That is nothing but extraction, transformation, and loading. Whereas the extraction, transformation, and loading requires the first and foremost thing. What is it? Source. The source is nothing but called as what? Source of data. It is called as what? Source of data. So now guys, what is the source of data? Tell me now. Source of data is nothing but a place from where you get, or place where you find the data. So now tell me, what are the places where you can find the data? Tell me now. Yes, what is it where you can find the data? So data we can find. Yes, very good. Come please. It's files. Yes.
Live streaming data and databases.
Very good. So databases. Okay, whatever the type of databases you have it, then we have the live streaming data, etc. Apart from this, we may also have many sources, but these are the three major calculative sources I'm making of. So now guys, here we have we can get the data from what? Either from the files or from the databases or from the live streaming data. Okay. Okay, live streaming data. That's it. Okay. So these are all the sources of getting the data. Whereas, okay, from where these files or databases or that is nothing but the live streaming data we get it from basically the sources. What are those sources? Those sources are nothing but, already we have discussed it. So tell me, what are the sources? That is nothing but big data. So what is the source of big data? That means this is all called as a big data now. So whereas this big data, we can receive it from where? From the following. What is that? From the, it can be human generated data, it can be machine generated data, it can be data from the banking applications, it can be the data from the IoT sensors, etc., etc. So all the data will be recorded in the files, databases, or in the form of live streaming data. That's it. Okay, this is nothing but the thing we have it. Now tell me guys, when it comes to this big data, that means this data is also called as what? Big data. The big data, how many types of big data you can have? Tell me now. We can have the big data. Very good. The data, that is nothing but the big data, we can have it as what? three types of big data. The first one is called as, what is that?
Structured data.
The first one is called as what? Structured data. And the second one is called as what? Tell me.
Semi-structured data.
Semi-structured data.
Unstructured data.
Very good. Semi-structured data. And the third one is what? Unstructured data. Unstructured data. So what do you mean unstructured data? Across the globe, 80% of the data we get it as what? Unstructured. That is in the form of any audio files, video files, photographs, etc., voice notes. All this is called as what? Unstructured data only. Whereas semi-structured is nothing but the data which does not has full structure, but still it has some structure here. That is the data recorded in the JSON file, or else the data is recorded in what is that? JSON file or a CSV file.
XML.
Sorry, XML file. Okay, HTML file, etc. is called as what? Semi-structured data. And what is structured data? Structured data is that which is the data which is recorded in the form of what? Proper tables. That is in the form of what? Rows and columns.
Rows and columns.
Very good. Rows and columns. Yes, guys, rows and columns data. So this is the basic things we have it. You have already discussed it, guys. Now, when it comes to this storage, this data, whatever we are accessing in Azure, it will be recorded in what? Azure storages. Azure storages. So how many storages we have in Azure? Yes, guys, we have 90 plus storages available in Azure. Okay. So now, guys, we have how many storages? 90 plus storages. And some of the major storages in Azure is what? Azure. Tell me now. Blob storage.
Blob storage.
Yeah.
Azure Data Lake Gen 1.
Yes, Azure Data Lake Gen 1. So we can use Azure Data Lake. Data Lake. What is that? Gen 1.
Gen 1. Azure
And,
Data Lake Gen 2.
Yes, Gen 1. And the next one is Azure Data Lake Gen 2. So again, I'm using it. The third one, I'm using it here as a Azure Data Lake Gen 2. So guys, this is the Azure Data Lake Gen 2. And now, and apart from this, what is that we have can have? Yes.
Azure SQL database.
Yes, very good. Azure SQL DB. And then we can also have, what is that? Azure.
Azure Cosmos DB.
Yeah, Cosmos DB.
Azure Elastic Pool.
Yes, Azure Elastic Pool, Azure Synapse Analytics, etc. So we have, what is that? 90 plus. Likewise, we have, what is that? 90 plus storages we have. Okay, everyone following? 90 plus storages we have it. Now, guys, then afterwards, what is that we have it? Components. To begin the process here, we require the following components in ADF. So what are the components?
Pipeline.
Yes, very good. ADF, components in ADF. The first and foremost one is called as what? Pipeline.
Pipeline.
What is a pipeline? Pipeline is nothing but the pipeline is responsible for
carries the data from source to the target.
Very good. Orchestration of the data. That is travel of the data from the source to the target. From the source to the target. That is orchestration of the data from the source to the target is done by, what is that? Pipeline. Is done by, what is that? Pipeline. And the next one, what is it? You have to tell me now. Linked service. Linked service. Now tell me, what is my linked service? Linked service is nothing but this
provides the relationship between the source and pipeline.
Exactly. It is nothing but it provides a connection string between the, what is that? The link service provides the connection string between the source and the target. And now next one, what is that you have to tell me now? Data sets. So guys, what do you mean data sets? That is nothing but a table. Generally, we call it as a table, and the table here, it is called as what? Data sets. Where the table is a collection of what? Rows and columns. A data set is the collection of what? Observations and variables. Getting my point, all of you? It's a collection of what? Observations and variables. Am I right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, what about the rest of you guys? You don't want to respond on what? I want a reply from everyone.
Yeah, done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now next one. After this, yes, guys, after this, we have our data sets, and the next one is the next
activities.
Activities, very good. So what is activity?
The action takes place on the data.
Very good. The action you wanted to perform on the data. The action you wanted to perform on the data, that is called as what? Activity. The action you want to perform on the data is called as what? Activity. Such as, guys, here I'll take you to this diagram. Now can you see here you have a source, and now guys, here actually the data is recorded. Okay, the data is here. I'm giving some data is here, and from this data, or let us assume that this is a data file, some CSV file is here. We are getting this data. So for getting this data, first of all, we need to use what is that? Linked service here. Linked service. So what does the link service does? Tell me now. The link service, okay, the link service, okay, link service will be here, and here you will have the Azure blob storage. So now this link service will create the relationship between the external file and the Azure blob storage. So it will act as what is the connection string. So pipeline, where does it start? Pipeline will start from here only. Here only the pipeline starts. So here, from here, it is called as what? Pipeline. Link service is also the part of pipeline. Getting my point? Now next, after this, the storage is here. So now my target, I wanted to store the data. So I wanted to store the data. My target is, let us make it here as a ADLS Gen 2. ADLS Gen 2. ADLS Gen 2 is my target. So now guys, it is between the cloud and cloud now. Between the clouds and clouds. That is, what is it? Here you have the data file is here. So now guys, I'm accessing the data into what's it? Azure blob storage. Now blob storage to ADLS Gen 2. So cloud environment only we have transfer. Again, we require one more link service here to link both of them. To link the, that is nothing but the, that is, here you have what is that? The target with the ADLS Gen 2. So I'm using one more link service. Link service. Now guys, so the link services are used, pipeline is used. This is all the part of pipeline only. Okay, now what happens? After getting the data into Azure blob storage, here you store the data in what? Data sets. Here also, after getting the data into ADLS Gen 2, you will store the data into what is it? Data sets. Can you see it? Till here, you will have the pipeline. Getting my point? So now guys, once it is done, what is the next thing you have to tell me now? Activities. So what is that activity? Now I want to do whatever the data file is here, I wanted to copy that. Control C. What does a Control C job does? Tell me now. Control C means what? Copy the data. Control V means what?
Paste the data.
Very good. Pasting of the data. So I wanted to copy and paste it. That's it. Copy the data from the source. What is my source? My source is the Azure blob storage, and the target is ADLS Gen 2. So for that, here we will be using an activity. That activity is called as copy activity. That means the action you wanted to perform on the data is called as what? Activity. The action you want to perform on the data is called as what? Activity here. And if at all you want to perform any kind of arithmetic operations, some calculations, at that time we have to use what is that? Data flows. We have to use what is that? Data flows. So what is data flows? Data flows is the actual process of transformation. T, we have it now. Can you see here? T. T stands for what? Data flows in Azure. Getting my point? So anyways, this is also one of the activity we have it. So the sorry, this is the one of the component we have it. That is called as, it is called as mapping data flows. Guys, that's it. Mapping data flows. And the sixth one, what is that sixth one you have it? Tell me now. Triggers. Very good. Triggers. So now guys, triggers. So what is triggers? Trigger is nothing but at what time you want to start the process of copying the data. When the pipeline should start run. When the pipeline should run, the pipeline can be compiled in two modes. Okay. The pipeline can be compiled in two modes. What is the two modes? The one mode is trigger mode. The first mode is what? Trigger mode. which is automatedly executed. It will kickstart the pipeline. It will kickstart the pipeline, the automated mode. The next one is called as, what is that? We have another mode that is called as what? Debug mode. Debug mode. Apart from this, we also have what is a debug mode. Debug is manually you have to run this every time. Manually you have to run this time. Manually you have to run this every time. That is called as what? Debug mode. That is called as what? Debug mode. So hence we have, what is that, guys? We have, what is that? Debug mode or automated mode. So whenever you want to run the pipeline automatedly, at that time we use what, which mode here? Triggers mode. That means morning at 9 a.m. I want to run this pipeline, copy the data from the Azure Blob storage to ADLS Gen 2. This is my target. So it is automatically going to take place at 9 a.m. Isn't it or not? That is 9 a.m. every day. 9 a.m. every day. So this is called as what? Triggering. Now it is 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. Whenever I come, I want to run this by selecting the button called run. So at that time, it will become what? Debug mode. It will become which mode here? Debug mode. So we can kickstart the pipeline in two modes, in the debug mode and what is that? Trigger mode. Getting my point? Yes, everyone is okay or not? Please come
Yes,
on.
sir.
Yes.
Now the next one is after this. Yes, guys. Okay, that's it. Now we have one more thing, that is the IRs that I will tell you. Integration runtime. Okay, integration runtime. Integration runtime. So basically IR, we have three type of IRs, guys. The first IR is called as Azure IR. Azure Integration Runtime. And the second IR, guys, the second IR is, what is that? The second IR, we have it here as self-hosted IR. Self-hosted IR, integration runtime. And the third one is, I have one more, SSIS IR. Okay. So now, guys, these are the three IRs, integration runtimes, we use it. What is integration runtime? So tell me what is integration? Integrated. The word called integrate. Forget this. Tell me now.
Integration means the combination.
Combination or collaboration?
Yeah, collaboration. Integration.
Yes. Collaboration. Okay, isn't it? Collaboration. Integrating means what? Relating it. So now, guys, suppose here, can you see? Just a minute. Here I have a data. Suppose here I have a data. On-premises is there now. Under the on-premises, I have the data in, what is it? Oracle database. Oracle database. And this database server is located somewhere in Chennai. Where it is located? In Chennai. So now what is that? It is called as this Oracle database, which is in the server located right now in Chennai. Where it is located? Physical location of the server is what? Chennai. So this is called as what? On-premises. So whenever you wanted to get the data from this on-premises into this cloud environment. So I have the cloud environment as ADLS Gen 2. ADLS Gen 2. You have, what is it? ADLS Gen 2. So ADLS Gen 2 is what? Cloud environment. Now, whenever you wanted to copy the data or whenever you want to move the data from the on-premises environment to cloud environment, we have to use, and apart from this, all this, apart from the pipeline components, everything we have to use it. Apart from using link service, everything will be similar. Apart from all this, one more thing we have to use it whenever you are copying the data between on-premises to, what is that? Cloud. That is called as what? IR. And this IR is called as what? Self-hosted IR. Self-hosted IR. Self-hosted IR. We have to use what? Self-hosted IR. But if at all can you see here? If at all the data is in cloud, that means the data is in cloud. So let us assume here you have the data here. Can you see? We have the data here. We have the data in Azure blob storage. Okay, blob storage. And now you wanted to copy the data from the blob storage to what is that you have it? AWS. AWS, Amazon Web Services, Amazon Web Services bucket. Amazon Web Service bucket. Bucket is just like the blob here. Okay, bucket. You want to load the data. Now tell me, these are both are what? Cloud environments or what? These both are cloud or not?
Both are cloud.
Both are cloud. Whenever you want to transfer the data from cloud to cloud, here by default, system will create an IR that is called as what? Azure IR. Azure IR. Or it is also called as what? It is also called as auto resolve. Auto resolve. Auto resolve. Auto resolve IR. That is integration runtime. So we can call it as Azure IR or auto resolve IR. Both are same here. Okay, the names we can call it this one and this one. But whereas this is automatically used, you need not initiate it. You need not start it. But self-hosted IR need to be started here. Self-hosted IR need to be started here. But whereas guys, there is one more thing. Suppose if already you are working on this Oracle database, and now here you have already done some ETL job by using an Informatica. By using the Informatica. All of you are aware of Informatica, guys? Please come out with your answer.
Yes.
So now Informatica. So using this Informatica, already some code is here. Okay. I've used this on premises and Oracle database, or we can say Oracle data warehouse is here. Oracle data warehouse. Oracle data warehouse, DWH. Data warehouse is here. So now Oracle data warehouse or Oracle database health rather. Okay. Now guys, here I have already compiled it using Informatica. Now guys, Informatica has some script here. That is nothing but some transformation script. So that script I wanted to run here into this cloud environment I want to run. So for that, whenever you want to run this kind of script here, that is called as patches, we can run it in the form of patches. So for that, we have to use an IR called what? SSISIR. We have to use an IR called what? SSISIR. Okay. So this, yeah, tell me, please.
Is Snowflake and Azure Data Factory has any relation, sir?
Snowflake is also the cloud-based data warehouse, and Azure is also the cloud-based service we have it. Both are cloud-based only.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so now, but Snowflake is different from Azure.
Okay, sir.
It has to do nothing with Azure. Now, guys, can you see it? So whenever you wanted to run the Informatica patches.
Sorry, can you please repeat that?
What?
Snowflake difference.
Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehouse, or we can say cloud-based database. It is a cloud-based database. Already the data is in the cloud in a Snowflake. So, and Azure is a cloud-based service which provides the complete data engineering. Complete data engineering. Okay. Data engineering includes ETL, OLAP, getting my point? ETL, OLAP, OLTP, everything it includes. Getting my point?
Okay.
Data engineering includes everything. Now, guys, here, whenever you have, can you see, instead of Informatica, suppose you are using Ab initio. Ab initio, you have used it. So, guys, this Ab initio, if you are using it, and I want to run this code of Ab initio into my cloud. What is my cloud? Azure, na? So we have to use SSIS IR, because self-hosted is not supported for that, and SSIS is not supported for that. Sorry, auto resolve integration will not support. Only SSIS IR we have to use it to run that patches and recreate it, or create the same into this cloud environment. Getting my point? These are the three that is nothing but integration runtimes we have it. First one is what? Auto resolve integration. And second one is what? Self-hosted IR. And the third one is what? Yes, third one is what? SSIS IR. So what is the auto resolve integration? It is used to transfer the data between the clouds only. And self-hosted means what? It is used to transfer the data from on-premises to cloud, and between clouds also it will work. Between clouds and on-premises to cloud. Whereas SSIS is specially designed for what? For running the patches. For running, what is it? The patches. Getting my point? For running the patches, it is designed. Getting my point, everyone?
Yes, sir.
That's it. Okay, guys. So that's it. So here you have the all components we have discussed.
So can we conclude like this? I mean, for any ETL tools, if the source is any ETL tool, then we'll be using SSIS IR.
Yes, mostly we'll use the SSIS IR.
Okay, like ODI, all these things.
Whatever
also.
it may be, apart from
Okay.
clouds.
Apart from on-prem data ETL tools,
Yes, yes,
wherever
yes,
we
yes.
have on-prem.
If you tell you want to run the code of on-prem ETL tools,
Okay.
getting my point? So instead of because you'll have a very vast amount of coding there, isn't it or not? So again, recreating it, doing it again in the manual, that is nothing but in the cloud environment, will be that is, you have to incur a lot of cost, isn't it? Billing will happen. So to avoid that, what we do is simply we can run that patches also. Okay. Yeah, tell me. Any doubts? Please, guys. That's
No,
it. Okay, okay. So that's it. Now, shall we
Okay.
start with the practicals now, guys? Shall we start with the
Yes, sir.
practical now? Now, guys, today we'll start with the first practical. All of you, just concentrate here.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. I mean, the syllabus that you have shared, right? I mean, we are in the last topic, right? Is it like that or how it is?
I don't follow the syllabus, boss.
Okay, okay, okay.
I have my own way of this thing.
Oh, because okay, fine.
It is only for the information of the institute people. I don't
Okay.
follow that. Don't worry.
Okay, okay,
Okay,
sir.
so okay. So now, guys, here you have it. Can you see? Now I'm using case study. Case study, guys. Case study 1. Case study 1. So the case study 1 and the title of the case study we'll see in this way every day. Guys, title of the case study. Copy data. Yes, copy data from, yes, Azure blob storage. Copy data from, what is that? Azure blob storage to Azure blob storage. Guys, what is that I'm using? Copy data from Azure blob storage to, what is that? Azure blob storage. Copy data from Azure blob storage to, what is that? Azure blob storage. This is the title of the case study. And now I'm writing the specifications. Specifications are here. Now, guys, the first specifications I'm giving it here. As we here we have it, we require the source data store, source data storage. Okay, guys, the source data storage is what? Azure blob storage. And now, guys, I want a file here. So I want a file to be copied. So for that, I'm using the file here, not the files, file I'm using it. And the file is, what is it? Airlines.csv. And now, guys, I'm using, what's it? Sync data store. Sync data storage, Azure blob storage. Azure blob storage. What is it? We have it. Sync data storage, Azure blob storage. All of you clear now? What
Sir,
I'm doing it?
Sync is nothing but destination, sir.
Sync is nothing but destination. Destination, we call it a sync. Sync is nothing but in Azure, we call it as what? Sync as destination, not target. So for today, I'm writing it. Sync or target. Okay. Clear, everyone?
yes, sir.
So now the sync is nothing but the destination. That's it. Sync is also called as target, is also called as sync. So here we call it as a sync. That's it, guys. So now once this is done, the first step I have it, guys. As the first step I have it, I'm writing it. Okay. What is the first step? The step 1. Step 1. So write the first step. Step 1. The first step. The first step is create resource group. That's it. And the second step is step 2. Create source storage account. What is my source storage account? Blob storage. And the third one is what? Step 3. I'm writing the steps here. Create sync storage account. And the step 4 is guys, the fourth step is create sync storage account. That's it. And now create ADF. ADF stands for what? Azure Data Factory. Create what's it? ADF session. That's it. These are the 4 major steps you have it. Okay, guys. Now, first of all, I'll explain you what is a resource group. So before that, I will just take you over here. Can you see here, guys, all of you? I have a folder here. Just all of you. Are you able to see my desktop here, guys? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now, here you have a desktop. So now can you see here? I have it. I'm creating a main folder. Yeah, main folder, I'm giving it here. So can you see here? Project info. Now open this. And now, guys, here you have it, the following. What is it you have it? Can you see? I'm creating some files here. Access database. And I'm creating some Word document. Text document. Excel document. PowerPoint. Can you see here how many files are here? Tell me now. Now, again, I am creating some folder here. Travel. Open this. Now I have some files here. WinRAR, Excel, WinZip. That's it. Can you see? This is the file. Now tell me, this entire data, whatever we have given, it is in which folder here? Project info. Am I right, guys? Open this project info. Under this project info, you have what is it? Travel as the one folder, and I have the rest of the files. Travel as a subfolder. Na? Open this. You have again 3 files. So now, guys, tell me now, this entire information is recorded in this. If I am deleting this, will the entire data in it will delete or it will retain?
Everything will be lost.
It will delete.
Everything is lost. Everything will be lost.
Yes.
Now guys. So here, can we say that this is a main folder which holds the entire process?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So in the same way, this kind of folder, the entire pipeline, everything will be recorded in a resource group. Getting my point? Resource group is like a main folder. Resource group is like, what is that? Main folder, which holds the entire process. That means, can you see here? Can you come up and see? Guys, what is it you have it? Can you see? This entire data, whatever you have it. What is? This entire pipeline you have it. This entire thing will be recorded, stored in a resource group. If you delete the resource group, everything will be lost. Getting my point? So resource group holds source, target, pipeline, components, everything will be recorded here. It is like a main folder. If you delete the resource group, everything will be deleted. Clear, all of you know?
Yes, sir.
Yes, everyone, I want a reply, guys. Please try to
Yes,
be
yes,
interactive.
sir. Yes.
Okay. So now let us begin here. So now, guys, to begin with, first of all, can you see here? You need to go to the portal.azure.com as I showed you already yesterday. Guys, portal.azure.com, and here you have to select the resource group. Can you see here? We have, what is that, guys? Can you see what is that we have it? Resource
Group.
Just open this resource group. And now click on the left blade. Click on the left blade. Left blade, you have a create now. So we have to create a new resource group. For that, click on create. Give the name of the resource group, any name. So I'm using first session RG. RG is not mandatory to use, but I'm using it as it is. Without RG also you can use it. For your understanding, I'm using first session RG. Okay, guys, just click on create. So first time, if you click on create, it will go and check whether with this resource group any name is available. So it says validation passed, no name is available, because duplications are not allowed here. Okay, so again click on create. Now, guys, can you see here the resource group is ready. So whatever the process you do it now, entire thing will be recorded here. Getting my point, everyone? Now the first step we have already done it. We have done with the first step. Okay, guys. First step. Have we done with the first step or not?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
we have done with the first step. That's it. Now, guys, the second step. What is the second step? You have to tell you now. Create storage account. So storage account means what? Source storage account. So now tell me, according to the specifications, what is my source storage account? You have it.
Azure blob
Azure
storage.
Blob storage. So now, guys, click on this. Take a new tab. I don't want to confuse you. So just I'm taking a new tab here. Now, guys, open this. Now, guys, once you open this, can you see here? On the top, you will find a storage account. You will find, what is it, guys? Can you see? Storage account. So just open this. And again, click on the create. That means you're creating the storage account here. So click on the create. These are called as blades. Okay, guys, blades. Left blade, top left blade is create. Click on the create. Now it will ask you the following. Can you see here? Resource group is auto selected. That means the entire session you can just can you see here? You can click and store it in what? First session RG resource group. Now you have to give the name, any name, guys. Here you at the time of creating the resource group, there was no restriction of giving the names, but here you have a restriction on giving the name. You cannot use the capital letters. Okay, that's it. So I'm using the name as source DurgaSoft H, because if I use a source DurgaSoft, it will be there. Somebody might have already used it. So, guys, I'm using what you can see here. What does it says now? The storage account name source DurgaSoft is already taken. Somebody took it. Okay, it might be during the time of practice, people has taken this. So 7 is also there. I'm using 8. 8 is there. It is not. 8 is also there. Guys, I'm using the 98. It's there? No. Else, if it is not there, you'll not get anything in the red color. Else, everything is there. If the name is there, it will come the red color. That's it, guys. Only give the name. Nothing else is required here. Okay. So just click on the review. Now, what is the reviewing done? Reviewing is passed. Click on the create. Can you see here, all of you? Just a minute, guys. It will take a time. That is nothing but a minute or so. So, anyways, no issues. So now, guys, can you see here? Deployment is done. Go here. Now, can you see here? It's ready or not, everyone? This is ready. This is called as a storage account. So now, guys, what is the storage account? The source storage account is ready. Click on the new tab. I want to create the sync storage account. Can you see here? The storage account, source storage account is ready or not? Guys, please tell me.
Yes, sir.
So I'm creating the sync storage account. What is my sync? Tell me now. The sync is also Azure Blob Storage. No?
Blob storage.
Yeah. So just come here. Open this. Yeah, I want everyone to respond. Now, guys, again, click on the same tab called storage account. Repeat the same process, just change the name. Can you see it? It is already created. So I'm use the new, that is click on create blade. By default, the same resource group you have to give it. Okay. So anyways, give the name here. So I'm using, what is that, guys? Sync DURGASOFT 98. Sync DURGASOFT 98. Okay, guys. That's it. Nothing else. Review it. Now click on the create. Now it's created. Yeah, everyone following or not, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm able to hear only one voice. What about rest of
Yes,
you?
yes, sir.
Yeah, so now we have just we are creating it. You want to make it bit faster, you can click on refresh also. The refresh will make the process bits faster than as usual we have it. Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt here.
Hmm.
So we have not mentioned that this is of blob storage type. I mean, where should we?
By default storage account, it will blob only. If you want to gen 2, then the changes will have. By default, you will have a blob only.
So storage account, whenever we select, it will
Blob
create
only.
a blob storage.
Yes, blob only. Okay. So can you see it? If not, you can check in the properties also. You have properties now. Blob services.
Got it.
Okay. So now, guys, these are the sync blob, the resource blob and sync blob. But do we have any data in these blobs now? Do we have any
No,
data, guys? No,
No,
we don't
no.
have. It's empty. Can you see here? We want airlines.csv. Airlines.csv we wanted. Airline.csv. So now, guys, we don't have. So now, how to create it? So in the blob storage, we can store the data in 4 storages. First is the container storage. Second is the file shares. Third one is the queues. And fourth one is the tables. Okay, guys. So now, first of all, we will start with the containers. Containers are nothing but root folders. Folders, you can say. Getting my point? Folders. And these folders will map to the physical location of the file. You don't have any folders right now. So I'm click on the container create option. And now I'm using the input because it will receive the data now. So I'm using the input. Input container. That's it. No capital letters should be used here, guys. Click on create. Now the container is ready. So open this container. The container is still empty, doesn't have any data. So click on the upload button. You have an upload here now. Just upload blade here. And now click on the upload blade and now click on this browse. Now, guys, you can select any of it, whatever you wanted. and I have a file here called airlines. I'm selecting it and click on upload. That's it now. These all files will be given to you access in the Google Drive. Okay, guys?
Okay, sir.
You not worry about those files. Okay, guys? So now the source is ready or not? Airlines.csv. Now you have to copy from here airlines.csv to what is that? Sync.
Sync.
So now, guys, the sync is
Excuse me,
also.
sir.
Please come.
Sir, can you please let us know what is this container? I'm sorry, I joined the class today.
Container is nothing but it is a folder. Folder you can understand, a normal folder.
Yes, yes.
It is a normal folder created in Azure, which drives you to the physical location of the file. My file is physically located where? This airlines.csv is physically located here.
Okay.
Physically located here. So that means we can say the image of that file, the image of this file will be accessed here. Getting my point? The file is physically located. Can you see here? The file is physically located here.
Yes.
Airlines, go to the properties. See where the file is physically located. It is in the C user Lenovo desktop Azure underscore classes and that is nothing but / travel. Am I right?
Got it. Yeah.
So to this that is not physical location, one type of a shortcut is created here. Getting my point?
I see.
That's it. So this is nothing but the root folder. So the first root folder is ready, guys. And the next one is go to the sync system. This is empty. Even here you have to create a container. But this container should be empty because with the process of
ADF.
the ADF, it should load the data. So container. Okay, guys. Output container. That's it. Click on the create. Now it is ready here. Open this. Now, guys, is it ready now? Yeah, let it be as it is. Yes, let it be as it is. Okay. No worries. Let it be as it is now. Once. So what are the steps we have done? Have we done with the 4 steps, guys? 3 steps we have done it. We have not started with the 4th. Yes. What is it? Create ADF. That is data factory. So now, guys, how to create the data factory? Okay. So click on the new tab. Open this. Okay. Guys. I am audible, guys?
Yes, yes.
Now we have taken the new tab. Now can you see here on the top, you have a data factory session. What is the session name? Data factory session.
Data factory.
If you could not find it here, you can type it here. Data factory, you can write it here. You can type it, data factory. And now you can just tab it here. Anything you can do it. Can you see it? Now can you see here? Data factory. I'll just repeat it once again, guys. If you can find it here, okay. If not, you can just type it here, the search box. Okay. Whichever the service you require it, you can type it here. Now, guys, open this data factory. Open this data factory. Guys, am I right? Open this data factory and now click on the create option. You don't have any data factory session now. So I'm creating that. Actual Azure ADF now we are using now. Actually ADF we are using it now. Click on the create blade. And now, guys, till now whatever we have used, that was Azure only, not the ADF. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So now select the resource group here. Select the resource group. Already we have created the resource group. Now what was the resource group? First session RG. Can you see here? Now give the name of this data factory. Any name you can give it, but I am using what's it? Instance ADF session 1. Instance ADF session 1 I'm using. Okay, that's it. Now from the Git configuration, once it is done, from the Git configuration, go to the Git configuration, select Git configure later. Why? Because I don't want to integrate my current ADF session with a DevOps application or nor with the GitHub. So now I don't want to use it. Later stages we will see this. Okay. So I'm just selecting what the Git configuration later. That's it, guys. Okay, check here the basics. Now click on the create. Again, reviewing is done. Click on the create. Now the data factory session is preparing. Now guys, the data factory is ready. Just launch it, go to the resource. Now this is called as a data factory session. All of you, have a look here, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Guys, now you have to launch it. You have to launch it. How to launch it? So for launching, click on Open Data Factory Studio. Start authorizing and monitoring your data pipelines and data flows. Open this. Now guys, this is your session. That's it. Can you see? This is your session of ADF. Click on the expand tab. You have a expand blade here. Click on the expand blade. You will have tiles here. How many tiles are there? Manage, monitor, author, and home. Getting my point? You have the 4. Now guys, you have to start up. Now I'm writing the step once it is done. 5th step I'm writing. Guys, everyone, 5th step. 5th step is what? Step 5 or 5th step, whatever I have it. Create. First of all, use what? Linked service. Linked service. And the 6th step. All of you following now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Create data sets. So then step 7. Create pipeline. Eighth step is select activity. Ninth step is debug. Okay. Debug or trigger. That's it, guys. So now we have to start with the linked service steps. So now, guys, link service already you know. Click on the manage tab. How many link services do we require it? Tell me now. According to my source, you have 2 sources. That is, one is the source and one is the target now. So we have 2. So how many link service? Make sure for every storage account you need to have 1 link service mandatorily. That means 2 link services are required here. Okay. So I'm creating up. Click on the new tab. And now first link service. I want to create the link service for what? What is my first one? You have it. Can you tell me, guys?
Blob storage.
Very good. So I want to create the blob storage. So now just go here. Type it as blob.
Sir, one linked service per source and one linked per destination, sir.
Yes, exactly. So select it here, Azure blob, and now give the name. Own any name you can give it, but I am using a standard naming standards here, so that as per that standard, I am using the names here. Okay, guys. So I'm using the naming standard as ls linked service underscore blob underscore source. That's it. Now, guys, auto resolve integration, because between cloud and cloud now, so I need not worry about this. Leave it as it is. Select the subscription. I have this type default subscription and storage account. Now you have to select the source. I'm creating the source right now. Click on the source. Test connections. Click on test connections, and the connections it says successful. Click on the create. That's it. Now guys, one more that is nothing but first one is ready. That means we have created the link service for the source. We have to create the link service for what? Target now. So link service, second one. What is that? Click on new. And this is also blob. Hence type it as blob. Select it here. And now give the name here. What is the name I want to give it? Tell me now. So use the name here as what? Yes, guys. So I'm just changing the name here. ls underscore blob underscore sync. That's it. Select the subscription. And now select the storage. So what is it? You have storage, sync Durga soft. Click on this. Test connections. Click on create. That's it, guys. Is it created now, everyone?
Yes, sir.
That's it. So two link services are ready. What is the next step you have to tell me now? Create data.
Creating database.
Yeah, so creating data sets. How can we do that? Go to the author button. Author button. Here you have a data set. So select the data set here. Click on the new data set. And data set. First data set you want to create it for what? Blob only. No? Both are blobs only. So double tap. And now what type of file you have it? Tell me now. In the source, what type of file you have it? CSV. Na? So now select the same CSV. And now give the name here. DS underscore. DS means stands for data set. DS underscore blob underscore source. That's it. Select the link service what you have created for this one. Select the first row as the header. That means in my file, can you see here? In my file, the first row is the header. That is the only thing it means. Checking this box. I'm just opening this for your understanding. The first row is the header or not? Can you see here, guys?
Yes, sir.
That is the only thing I'm selecting it right now. First row is the header. Now browse. Where is my file? My file is in the input container. And under the input container, I have a file called airlines.csv. Select it, click OK. That's it, guys. First data set is ready. Now the second data set, click on this. Click on new. And now give it here blob. This is also blob only, na? Because can you see here? What is that we have it? Create a data set. The first one is blob and the second one is blob. So I have created the link service for first one and second one. I have created the data set for the first one. Now I'm creating it for the second one. That is called a sync system. So come here, give the blob here, and now select the CSV here, and now give the name. What's the name you want to give? Tell me now. DS underscore. Yes, guys. Blob underscore sync. Select the link service. Sync service you have to select it. Now, guys, click on the OK. And OK. Click on the browse. Output container. Nothing is there in the output container. Am I right? Click OK. Click OK. That's it, guys. Now, guys, things are ready. That means everything is ready. What is the thing left out now? Now tell me. You have to create the pipeline and select the activity and debug it. That's it. Okay, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go to the pipeline. Click on the new pipeline. And now, guys, if you want, you can change the name of the pipeline. So I'm using the name of the pipeline PL underscore blob to blob copy. Blob to blob copy. Okay, guys. Now from the activity span, this is called as activity span. Select, move and transfer and use copy activity. Simply copy data. That's it. Nothing else. Copy means Control C and Control V. Guys, that's it. Select what is it? Source here. So source, you have to define the source here. Source already we have defined the data set. Now what is the data set name? You have it ds underscore blob underscore source. Am I right, guys? Select the source data set here. Now guys, what is the sync data set? You have to tell me now. ds underscore blob underscore sync. So select it here, sync. Everyone, am I audible to everyone? Just tell me, guys.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So understanding now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Now from the file extension, by default it will print in txt format, but I wanted to make it as what? CSV format. .csv changing.
Sir,
Ah,
for suppose if we have more number of files, can we follow this procedure, sir?
we can follow the same procedure. I will show you
Okay.
in the next class. Okay, guys. Then that's it, guys. Everything is done. Can you see it? You can trigger it. You can debug it. Trigger, so we will use it later. So now I'm debugging. Debug. That's it. Now, guys. Now it succeeded. It says succeeded. So go to this output container, but nothing is there in the output container. What's the problem, guys? Yes.
We need to publish it.
Refresh it
Refresh.
once. Nothing. Refresh it. Got it now? Airlines.csv. Open this. Edit. Check the file now. Got the data here, all of you?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
That's it.
Yes, sir. Header is not coming. Header is not coming.
Which header?
Yeah, could you please go again and click on edit? Just
Hmm.
trying to see.
First was the header. Now we have already selected now. It's
Okay.
copying the
Okay.
data. That's it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got it.
If first row is not the header you have selected, then it will also come as a part of data.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it. Okay. That's it, guys. So this is the process. You have it. So you can start practicing from today, and we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, guys.
Oh, so sir, are you copying notes and recording both in the Google Drive folder?
Recording has everything. Notes
Okay,
there in recording. You can just see the recording. Whatever the notes we have it, you can just see in that. Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure. And what about Databricks batch, sir? It is going to be resumed from tomorrow.
It started already. I'm just starting now. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sir, how many demo classes have got over?
Which demo classes?
ADF.
This is not the demo class. Actually, it's a first practical session.
Oh, I see. Okay. So demo classes are all over, is it?
Yes, yes, yes.
I mean, how can I receive the videos and the
So
notes?
you can get in touch with the DURGASOFT Muskan. She will help you out. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. She'll help you out in all this. You can get the demo recordings, access everything she will provide. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Hello. Now.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I'm
Okay,
going for ADV batch. Yeah.
Okay. I'm ending this one. Okay.